All right, you guys, welcome back with me. I'm T. Of course, y'all know my wife is D. We're with Generational Wealth Building. My wife is actually currently getting waxed right now, but she wanted me to stop building real quick to give y'all a quick video and just let y'all know with me. A lot of people have reached out, a lot of people have messaged us and kind of asked, what do we mean by generational wealth? Like, can you show us, can you give us an example of what is generational wealth? How do we build towards it, right? And so what I got in front of me right now is the deed to all of our properties, right? Um, we are missing two because they are in a safe in another location, which I was about to drive there to go get them. But we are missing two of them. But this is what we mean by generational wealth, right? This is the title to both our vehicles. We have sold 3 vehicles, 2 trucks and a car, so I do not have those titles anymore because I have sold those vehicles. To some people that actually was in need of vehicles and stuff, and so I gave them a good deal and sold it to them so they could have transportation. This is the title to our 26-foot enclosed car hauler trailer that we actually converted over to a RV and a building platform in the back, a building shop. And then these are all the deeds and stuff to our properties and land that we own. Every single house that we own, we have the deed tool, right? So a lot of people say, well, I'm a homeowner, right? Yes and no, right? So when you're a homeowner, if you're still paying mortgage, technically you're not a homeowner yet, right? So we're trying to teach you actually how to own the home outright. That means that no paying money to the bank, right? No paying money to the mortgage. Even when we buy these properties, we fix them up. We do not do an equity loan on them. We do not do a construction loan on them. We do not do a line of credit on it. We utilize our own money out of our pocket. How do we do that? We do that utilizing the skills that we taught ourselves. How to frame, how to do flooring, how to do bathrooms. Anything dealing with a house, we know how to do it, right? And so what we do is, if we have something that we want to buy that's $8,000, we just say, all right, well, let's just go do 3 jobs, make them cheap, so everybody can afford them. Let's do them at $3,000 a piece. That job may cost $9,000, $10,000 about just for that one job, right? Well, we don't care about that. We'll just do it for $3,000. We do 3 jobs. Now what we just did was, not only we get the money that we need to go buy whatever we needed for $8,000, but we also probably gain the customer for a lifetime, right? So we are undercutting the market. I have had people that reach out to us and say, hey, why are y'all building these tiny homes so cheap? Like, charge more money for it. No, we're doing exactly what we're trying to do. Number one, we're undercutting the market, right? And then number 2, we're just helping people in need, because our people for so long always struggle or get charged double, triple, or even quadruple just to do the same thing for that someone else can do, right? And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to teach y'all, we're trying to give y'all the skills that you guys need to be able to do your own stuff. And I will show y'all in a minute with my help get here, because I got help coming today because we put up this OSB, right? But I called somebody out and asked them how much it is to do what I'm bidding on right now, and they told me over 130,000 was the lowest price that I got on doing it, right? But I have to put up the quote to see. I know for a fact on the concrete that you see me and my kids bust up, they told us $6,000 just to bust it up and put down new ones, right? I got the bag of concrete from Home Depot for $400 something. I paid my kids $40 a piece to help me tow it down to the water, throw the blocks, on our bank down there, and it's done, $400 and some dollars, right? And so this is what we're trying to teach you guys. We're just trying to teach you guys the skills. Even if you're not planning on actually doing the work yourself, right? At least you know how much it should cost you on doing it, right? So if you're not going to install the floor, that's fine. But once you know how to install the floor, you will know how much it actually costs to install the floor. So that way, when you do call somebody over there to install the floor, you know how much it should cost. And also, you know how the job should be done, right? Because a lot of times, anytime, my wife will tell you, anytime I walk into a doctor, clinic, anything, I look straight at their floor, I'm like, oh, they didn't even stagger these floors, right? They didn't do this right, And it's crazy because they get away with it, but it is what it is, right? But yeah, so again, so these are the deeds, the titles to everything that we actually own, right? Except 2 of them. 2 of them is not here. But we're trying to teach y'all how do we acquire this. No, we do not go through the tax sale. we don't have an issue with the tax sale. A lot of people like the tax sale. We personally don't like it. We tried to buy from the tax sale for 3 years. And when we was in Alabama, and what they do is you have to do it online, and every time that we did it, nothing but the big old corporations, the big banks, they always win the bid, right? And so we just said, well, screw it. And then another thing that we didn't like about the tax sale, the states that we was in, they have at least 3 years to come back and buy that property. So we didn't want to buy a property this year, and then you still got to pay the tax for the next 2 years to get it, because if you buy it this year, then somebody else buy next year, where you don't own it yet, right? But the people still have up to 3 years to come back and redeem it. Yes, when they redeem, you do get your money back, right? So we actually found a way to actually work pretty good for us. What we do is, if we find a property that's abandoned, right? We do go down to the courts. If we find out that it's on a tax sale list, that they're gonna sell it in the tax sale, what we do is we actually go directly to the owner, right? And we offer them money directly for it right then. We find out what the back taxes that they owe, and then we'll throw in an extra $500 for them. We'll say, hey, look, this is gonna sell in the tax sale. We'd like you to sell it to us right here today. We'll go down to the lawyer office. The lawyer already have all the paperwork drawn up. We'll just say, hey, we on the way. He'll have everything drawn up. We'll go down together in person. We'll pay the taxes. We'll have all the paperwork notarized. The attorney will sit up there, sign everything, walk it over to the judge and everybody else who he needs to take it to. He'll get it signed, he'll get it recorded, and it's done. We own it that day outright. That's the way around the tax sale. Yes, buying in a tax sale is fine, but we don't like to have to wait on anything, right? We just like to strike when the iron is hot. So what we do is we just go directly to that person to offer them a cash deal on it. We make sure that the cash is enough to cover whatever the back taxes is. Now, we have bought one property like that. The rest of the properties we bought, we ride around town, we write down address, we take pictures, and sometimes, like the one that we end up getting for like $6,000, and they gave us another house for free. We inquired on that property for at least 3 years. Nobody would never give us the name of the owner. They would not sell, they would not sell, they would not sell, they would not sell. Finally, we was able to get the owner number. And we talked to him, and he said, yeah, he made us a deal. We drove up to Mena, Arkansas, way in the mountains, and met him in person. We paid for it. And while we was there paying for it, he actually said, have y'all seen the property behind it? We said, yes. Who owns that? He said, well, we own it. He said, I'll tell you what, y'all can actually have that one. And he gave it to us for free, right? The land that we purchased, the land would not sell to a lot of people. They would offer not seven figures, they would offer her 6 figures for it, right? Because they knew that it was potential oil on it, because oil was all around it. And she would not sell. Well, we went to her, and you just got to go to these people, right? And you just got to be honest with them, let them know your plans, and everything else. And people will buy from who they like. I learned that selling cars. People buy from who they like. Even if they don't need it, they don't want it, if they like you, they will buy it, right? And so you just got to go to them straight up and let them know, hey, look, I'm looking to do this. Me and my wife have this vision. We want to do this for our kids. And that's how we do it, right? And so that's what we mean by generational wealth, leaving stuff behind, right? We're trying to leave assets behind for our kids, right? We're not trying to have any liabilities, all right? So if we buy a property and we go take out a mortgage on it, and we leave the property for our kids where we took out a mortgage on it, guess what? Our kids are responsible for paying that mortgage, right? So are we truly helping them out? Not really, because now they got to find out how to keep our mortgage going. So what we do is we make sure that we don't have no money owed on nothing that we purchase. We don't borrow no money on nothing that we purchase. So if anything happened to us right here today, our kid would gain this free and clear. Now, we did start a little bit late, right? Because I'm 35, my wife 33. We started at 30. But as you can see, we was able to obtain all this over a short amount of time, right? Within 5 years, right? Now, our 10-year goal is, what we want to do is we want to triple what we see on the table right now, right? And we actually working with some people that are trying to help make this happen. And we have a meet tomorrow, and so we'll see how that turns out. But our goal is to triple this, right? Because what we want to do is when our kids turn 18, we want to hand them 5 houses apiece and say, here you go. Do whatever you want to do with it, but you set up for success, right? And it's what they do with it from that point on, right? So if you guys truly want to know how to do this and how we're doing it, right, and at the rate we're doing it at, right, we're not borrowing no money, we're not getting nothing from no bank, right? We will teach you how to do it with your own money. All right. So a lot of people have reached out to us a whole lot about a mentorship program, right? So we are starting a mentorship program. So what I need for you all to do, if you're interested in a mentorship program, please, please inbox us, right? And we'll get you the form to fill out, or whatever, and we'll get that going. We only take it 5 at a time, right? Because we're planning to be hands-on. We're going to talk to you personally twice a week for 1 hour, and then 1 month, 1 weekend a month, we actually going to meet in person and do hands-on, right? Teach you how to do everything within a house, how to frame, how to build it, how to do your sheetrock, how to do your insulation, how you lay your tile, how to do your sheeting, how to do your decking, how to do spray insulation. We also going to teach you how to inspect it, what to look for when you're actually buying these properties. We also going to teach you the process of going down to the lawyer office, get him to do whatever he do as far as the 30-year lien search and everything else, right? Make sure you got a clear title. We would teach you all that. We would show you all that. And then we would do, like I said, in person 1 weekend a month, right? And then your very first property that you want to get into, we will come out and inspect it for you for free, walk you through it. And actually, if it's in Louisiana, we have an attorney that we will have to do the paperwork. He would charge you what he charged us, right? And so that we would also get done for you. So I'm sorry for taking up a lot of your time. I got to get back outside because I think my help is pulling up. So we can get done getting this framed up. And once we get it framed up, we'll let you see a picture before we add the upstairs level to it, right? And then we also will give you the good information that we actually just found out about this build that we're doing, because we decided to make it an actual 7-bedroom, and we got 3 here, 4, 7-bedroom, 5-bathroom, right? Yeah, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7-bedroom, 5-bathroom, right? Well, we actually got some good information from the appraisal, because we was gonna do a 6 and 4. But when he told us what the 7 and 5 would make this, then we decided to go with the 7 and 5. So we'll show you the changes that we actually made and what we're doing on that now as well, to make it a 7-bedroom, a 5-bathroom, with still a bonus room added on. And then we'll show you what the appraisal will look like on that. And like I said, we doing all this out of our pocket. I'll probably spend all together close to about $2,000 so far on all the material. And you'll see how far we have gotten along with it. But then you will also see when it's all said and done, I'll spend about $5,000 to $6,000 total. That's with the wire, the plumbing, installation, flooring, and everything on this bill. But then you will see what that actually make us in the long run, right? And so that's all that we're trying to do. Purchase things, double the value, triple the value, and then keep it for the kids, right? That's all we're doing. We're not selling it, right? Because, a lot of people sell it, but what we get the prices, what we get these properties for, and the skills that we have to actually get them up and running, we don't have to pay additional people coming in to actually do it. So therefore, we don't have to take our money to do it, right? So that's what we try to get you to do. We try to teach you the skills that you need so that once you make this purchase, you actually can reap more benefits as you possibly can, right? There's nothing wrong with going to the bank and say, hey, can you give me a construction loan on it, or can you give me a cash out on it, or anything, right? But we're trying to let you do as much of the work as possible. That way, when you do go get that money, if you need it, you will have access to all of it, because what happens is, let's just say, for instance, if you go get a cash out on it and you go get $80,000, where if you're gonna spend $50,000 on the contractors and everything and the material, then you only got $30,000 from it, right? So we're trying to actually reverse it and say, okay, well look, if you go get a contractor, go get them for electrical and plumbing, that's it, right? You get them 10 grand and you save these 70, right? And now you take that 70 and go put it into another property. That's what we're trying to teach you guys. So sorry for talking to you guys so long today. Please continue to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will be doing one free giveaway a month. Some months we're gonna try to do 2. So this month, I think the drawing is on the 30th. I have to double check, but we will do a drawing live for everybody who subscribed to our YouTube, and we will do it's for $250, right? We was gonna do a gift card, but we ain't gonna do a gift card. So if you have a bank account, we would either bank account Zelle it to you, or we would cash out to you, PayPal, whatever kind of thing that you do, right? But what we will do is we will write down to everybody who subscribes to our YouTube channel, and then we would draw the name live, and that person will have 48 hours to reach out to us and let us know what that cash out is, their method of payment, and we will send it to them, right? If they do not respond to us within 48 hours, we would then draw another person, right? Now for next month, we are trying to do 2 drawings. Actually, you know what? It's not gonna be 2 drawings. We're gonna do $500 next month, but instead of doing 2 drawings, 250, 250, we actually gonna just pick 5 people, $100 a piece, right? Who subscribe to our YouTube, right? And so we just decided to continue to push content to our YouTube, because those videos will be a lot longer than putting on TikTok and whatever. But that's for my wife to deal with it, not me. I'm just building and saying whatever I need to say in the video, because I actually do this stuff, and she just, more of the behind the scene person, right? And so, but yeah, so please continue to subscribe to our YouTube. Please continue to follow our TikTok and any other social media that my wife have out there. I don't really know what's all out there. I just deal with building. But we're trying to push everything, like I said, through the actual YouTube as well, the video. So please subscribe to it. And every month we will be doing a giveaway to our subscribers. So like I said, this month it will be $250 to our subscriber. So continue to hit that subscribe button, like our videos, right? Continue to comment. All right. Thank you guys. And I'll speak with you guys again later on today when we in this, my help get done, framing this up. Thank you.